All right, we got Aeneid book 4, lines 1 through 11. And so Aeneas has just finished telling a story about how he got there, and now we got Dido, and this is going to be her reaction to what has gone on. So, but the Regina, Yandudum, Salkia. But the queen long since Salkia wounded with the Grawi Kura. She alits the woolness. And this is neuter, so in this instance, it's going to be accusative. All right, but the queen, long since wounded with a grave consumed, nourishes the wound in her veins. And carpenter, she is seized by Kaiko Igni, by a blind fire. Alright, so she's starting to get feelings for this guy, which makes sense given the machinations of the goddesses earlier. Malta is going to go with Virtus, which is feminine in third declension. Maltus is going to go with Anos. Most virtue weary of a man. And much honor. Of his race. Recursat. Comes back in her mind. The Voltus Verbaque. The appearance in words. Hyrant, cling, infixi, imprinted on her pectora, on her heart. Neck, and this Kura. Ne dot does not give. Quietem does not give rest to her membries, to her limbs. If we scan it, that A is long. It's going to be describing lampade. This A is going to be short, so that's going to be our nominative. So poster is going with aurora. The next aurora, or the next dawn. Lustraba Terras was lighting up. Was lighting up the lands. With a Theban lamp. And Phoebus or Apollo is the god of the sun. So, with a Theban lamp basically means the sun. And Demora and had removed Umentum the dewy darkness. Or shadow from the sky. Cum, when, and this is going to be describing Dido, when with bad health or bad sanity, meaning she's not exactly right in the head. Thus, she addresses her unanimum sorum, and this can be her like-minded, sharing the same mind. Her like-minded sister. All right, Sister Anna. What dreams or insomnia? What insomnia? Terrify, or you can even say worry. May suspensum troubled me. And then this and this and this, all those go together. And so there's no real way we can go Latin and English, because it's who knew this guest, which knew this guest, which this new guest. So we're gonna have to kind of add some words in there to make it make sense. Who is this new guest? Who Sikesset has come under literally our seat or throne, but we're going to go with roof here, who's come under our roof. And then ferens, present active participle, whom carrying Sese himself. And then ore, and this is from O's mouth, so you can say with respect to his mouth. You can go with respect to his face, meaning his appearance, or you can go with respect to his mouth, his words, his speech. I'm going to go with speech. She did address, his features earlier, his face earlier, but he also just got done talking. So either way you go, you can make it work. Him carrying himself in speech. And then forti, pectore, and armis are ablatives of quality, which we haven't seen much, and it's not common. But if you were wondering, that's what it is. Quality. There we go. And the quam there is actually, if you remember, quam with the superlative is as blank as possible. Quam with the comparative is than. Quam with just the positive forti is how. How brave. in heart and weapons. All right, so that last bit, when she's starting to talk, one of the things you notice there is that there's a lot of issues. There's not enough words. She's just kind of spitting words out. And think about this. If you are rattled by something, whether it's you have a crush on someone, or you're in love, or you're going to be in trouble, or something has rattled you and got you caught off guard, and you go and you talk to somebody about it, you're not going to use perfect language. You're not going to sound, like you're giving a speech or a monologue or anything like that. And so I think one of the really interesting things that Virgil's doing here, at least I think that he's doing this, is that the speech and how it's kind of scattered and jumbled is also kind of, giving a sense of what Dido's going through in her head. Like, it's kind of hard to put this together, but in the same way, she's having difficulty putting this together, and I think that's coming through really well. And so what the goddesses did in having her have this crush on Aeneas is it's starting to come through and affect, how she thinks, how she speaks. She's not able to sleep. Like, she is completely hooked on this guy.